Hey, I'm Johannes from Avatar, and you're watching Groovey.TV.
Hey, this is Groovey. I'm here with Johannes from Avatar here at the Marquee Theater, Denver, Colorado. How the heck is it going, man?
Doing good, doing good. It's good to be back in Denver. It's nice and hot and now wet and rainy, and as it should be. Feels like home.
Awesome. And you were just about to go for a run, and we snagged you out of the...
Yeah, exactly. So I was glad that a storm was coming in, actually. It's nicer than the sun that was in my face earlier before.
Oh, there's nothing like 95 degrees and you're a mile up? Oh, there's nothing like that?
No, not at all. Actually, man,
pleasure.
I'm leaving a deeper footprint on this city than ever. Actually, I accidentally stepped in some wet concrete that we were laying on the sidewalk out there while taking, a walk when we arrived, and suddenly my feet disappeared underneath me, and three guys standing looking at me, man, what the fuck? And you could clearly see that they were just finishing before lunch. It was so beautiful.
So you made your own walk of fame in Denver?
Yeah. It's mine now. Denver's mine.
Hey, well, the keys to the city, sir. Here you go. You are a new emperor.
Lots of keys, but smaller than it should be.
Well, yeah, that's the one to Denver right there.
No, now you should have like a little lighter or something, a little, like when you grind your... Shit's legal here now.
Oh, yeah.
Don't need a beer opener anymore.
Would I get you in trouble if I said, have you been to a dispensary yet?
No, I haven't. I don't do anything at all on tour harder than, tea with honey. No, nowadays. So I save all decadent lifestyle for my home life usually. Actually, at the moment at least, and it's been at this point still a great decision, sticking with that for a while. So no, I haven't.
I think like pro musicians are actually more like professional athletes than people really understand.
It depends. I think you have to be either, all in with stuff or not at all kind of thing. It's very hard to find a moderate drinker on tour by what I've seen. And I feel like it's been kind of a trend in the last few years that people have been, I don't know, every generation rebels against what happened before, Right. And right now, I don't know, when rock and roll, rock and roll is silly anyway, we're metalheads, we're not rockers.
Right.
And when you look anyway, but in the world of rock and roll, what happened before just doesn't look then so impressive when you meet, when you play with a generation that is so falling apart and can't really function and treat each other like shit and all those things, and we, I don't know, now we hold some other values, some stronger values that it feels good to, be the guy who runs and doesn't smoke weed in Colorado, even though he could and wouldn't have minded, so.
And making your own walk of fame, which is awesome.
Yeah, but that was actually, I looked drunk while doing it, obviously, walking. But
awesome, man. So let's pay a few bills here. Hail the Apocalypse. Absolutely love it.
Thank you.
Totally awesome. It's like music that I really get into. I really love. What was it like putting everything together for that?
Awful. Always. It's very ambitious, and I don't know. Well, it depends on which phase of it. It's a long journey. We're very much an exploratory band. Right now we're it's been out for a while, so we are since quite a while now looking forward to what working on the next thing, and I guess for the first time ever trying to have a more clearly defined vision right before even the pen touches the paper,
Okay.
But with Hail the Apocalypse, it's been part of a very exploratory phase, which you anyway can't get around, but very heavily so. So there's like from day to day, it's bliss or it's just hell and pain, depending. And sometimes you feel like, okay, you're empty. You use all your riffs that you were born with, and the next day it's so it's a mixed journey. Cool with that. This one was this first time we attempted to record it live, like
right.
like 70s style in a room, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn off that damn click track.
But and you can tell the punches there. I mean, there's it delivers.
Yeah, and thank you. And I think it delivers in a. There are different ways to do different you get different results, and it's not necessarily that one is better than the other. But with the organic live recording, situation, you get that human groove to it that you just cannot fake. Those little mistakes that makes a prettier picture.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. And I can also tell, I love your videos, and I can tell you definitely prefer the sort of the mini movie to just the pure rocking out performance thing, even though that's sort of mixed in there.
Yeah, it's depending on what we do, performance can be a useful tool in a video, a band performance. But it's one of those things, just, you have to remember, someone's, including ourselves, are going to watch this, and hopefully voluntarily, for some time to come. So you better do something good with it. And also, that we view it as yet another artistic medium, another way to put the music across. I mean, if you're playing in a band, at least in our band, it's not just about being a musician. If it was just about being a musician, I wouldn't have to leave my room, but it's more concept art. It's for us. So the visual side is very important. And the connection between visuals, words, and music, more than anything, of course, it's just that whole puzzle is very important to us, and the videos must make sense. And if you're going to do a pure performance video, then you have that thing that, for instance, Rammstein, the Ich tue dir weh, that music video. That's you have to compete with that one in that case. You can't just, there's this basement, it's a bit concrete walls and dirty floor. We can stand in there and maybe have fisheye lens, and I will stand really wide with my legs as if I was peeing. And was losing my balance, and chicks will dig it. Maybe we can have some chicks, and maybe if they can be kind of topless, maybe, and people ask, sex sells, but we won't say that, It's no, she's oppressed and she's just liberating herself. It's art, it's artistic. Don't you see the ballerina shoes? No, we don't do it like that. There's more that can be done. There's more that can be done.
Awesome. Who did the animation for the latest one?
It's Angel?
Yeah.
We basically we got him basically locked in our basement at home. A guy, Johan Carlén, he's we do scripts with him, and sometimes he gets to write the most of that, and he's basically doing photography, director of photography, director, editing, animation, post-production. It's a one-man production machine.
And he's locked in your basement, and you just feed him once in a while, right?
And then we are our own film crew around this, for many reasons, it's a budget thing. Maybe, it's when we also have done videos when we hire people to help him and everything, of course, and we get some actors here and there, but for a huge part, it's we rely on each other. And when it comes to Avatar, the audio-visual experience, he's almost a member of the band at this point.
That's cool.
So Johan Carlén is his name, by the way, if I didn't say that.
Welcome to the band.
Yeah.
All right, so what's coming up next for Avatar?
Well, we are doing this tour right now. Is pretty much the last thing we are doing during this apocalypse era, as it will be known in the history books. Dun, dun, dun. They were right and no one listened. Well, they listened to us, but they kind of missed the message.
They were rocking out too much.
Yeah, rocking out, didn't quite get it. We're screwed, which was basically the whole idea of this album, is not offering much hope to what was unintentionally the whole point of the album, of lyrically and everything, and it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper down into something black. And now, I don't know, do our next album where we kind of gonna dwell in that new level of darkness we have discovered. Awesome. And after that, I kind of feel like we should do something happier. Not happier, maybe more hopeful, more like, okay, what are we gonna do about it? If the earth is still standing, we get more positive messages in 2019. Before that, a really, really dark, sad album. And
are you writing any of that right now?
Yeah, that is what I talked about. That's more, thinking more conceptually and visionary. That the exploration of ideas comes more hand in hand with writing the riffs this time. Nice. If the song would be about, I don't know, microphones, you kind of stare at the microphone while writing the riff. And this is me holding a pick in my hand playing guitar, by the way, if you wonder what this movement is,
The running shorts completely threw us off. Well, awesome, man. Well, unfortunately, you've reached the part of the interview where I ask you a bunch of stupid questions.
Oh, go ahead.
Even more stupid than the other ones. Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Okay. Please, if you would, sir, name 2 people cooler than Evel Knievel.
That is not a question.
No, it's a statement of stuff.
2 people cooler than Evel Knievel. Who is cool? Rob Halford.
Yep. Oh, wins. Yep.
Is extremely cool. Saw them, 3 times this summer, and it's just like, it factor. And it factor that has matured with age in a perfect way. So Rob Halford is cooler than Evel Knievel. Who else is cooler than Evel Knievel? The coolest of all must be Mr. Freeze.
From the comic book or the Arnold Schwarzenegger character?
Oh, it has to be Arnold. Yeah. Camp is cool.
I'll give it to you, but
look at what I'm doing on stage. It's
you're just
camp is cool.
You're squeaking by with Arnold, but I'll give it to you.
I was thinking about the cartoon renditions through my childhood and all that, and I've been watching more Batman than I've been reading Batman, I guess. Generally. But but Arnold, it's so bad it's good. Most of that movie is so bad it's bad, but Arnold's so bad it's good.
I'll give you that. All right, one more.
Yeah.
How many extremely angry but unarmed 4-year-olds would it take to kick your ass?
I did a test online on this many years ago. Thing is, I've been working in preschools and kindergartens a lot. And it happens that you have that angry kid that doesn't want to go out, and depending on the situation, you want to figure out the way. It means communication, prepare it in such a nice way as possible. Make them practice taking on their own shoes and whatever. Sometimes they just don't want to, and we have to go, and we figure this out on the way. And I'm sure parents watching knows this as well, and colleagues of mine then. But and what you learn are these wrestling move basically for 4-year-olds. That you need to not harm them at all. Just lock them in a way so you get their feet here and cannot yet be bitten. And put the shoes on and and usually when they got everything on, it's like, oh, now too warm to fight. I want to go out. And so what I'm trying to get at, I'm well versed in defeating 4-year-olds.
Okay.
And one trick is part, don't lift them, especially if you're a guy. Sometimes an angry kid, you need to lift them out of a situation, and it's kind of like they're playing this drum fill on your body with a kicking legs, like bing, and they never miss, because it's no, bam. So yeah, I got some tricks. So I don't know.
How many do you think, man?
Hundreds easily, man. So with all the cardio I'm doing nowadays, also, because that's your enemy, I guess. You get tired.
Yeah. So hundreds.
Yeah, because you got to be specific of where to hit, of course. Yeah.
Of course. Thank you so much for your time, man. Hey, this is Groovey. I'm here at the Johannes of Avatar Marquee Theater, Denver, Colorado. Bye.
Bye.